you know why divorce costs so much? It's worth it. I guess you know why the husband usually dies before the wife. He wants to. Oh, it's so good. It's a crazy world out there. You know what? People ask me all the time, they say, where do you come with all that funny stuff? You know, you get it at the grocery store, really. You know, if you go into a grocery store and you buy like a lemon pie or lemon cookies, this is food that we eat. If you read the label, it says made with imitation lemon. 3 aisles over, they got furniture polish. It says made with real lemon. That bothers me. We're eating artificial junk, we're spreading the good stuff on the coffee table. You know? Doesn't make any sense. You know, there's a product called Sleep Ease. Have you seen it? You know, if you have insomnia, it helps you to doze off. This is a over-the-counter sleeping pill. You know what it says on the package? Do not operate heavy machinery. Did they think we would do that? Did they think some guy in Kansas, right before he went to bed, would say, well, damn. I think I'll go out and start up the hay baler. I mean, just, you know, the funniest thing on TV, anyway, are those commercials, you know. I get a kick out of the one that's been on so long for X-Lax. It's a laxative. They refer to this product as the family's best friend. Wonder where they would go for the holidays. I mean, yeah. The next time the commercial on, listen carefully to what the guy says during the commercial. He's talking about the laxative now. He says, and I quote, "It works while you sleep." I don't want that. No, I want to be up and awake, you know. Did you know this? Also, in very small print on every package of X-Lax, it says, caution, this is not candy. You know what that means, don't you? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, probably from the bathroom, "Honey, you know Hershey's ain't what it used to be." And there's a lot of things that don't make sense. You know, it bothers me, too. You know, it bothers me that you can buy ham sandwiches at Kmart. You should not be able to buy a sandwich the same place you can get motor oil. In any restaurant, a ham sandwich is $3, $4. Kmart, 39 cents. What did this hog die of? I mean, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
What does it say around your neck?
That's FMIA. That means funniest man in America. And I just got 2 payments left, and this will be done with.
Do you ever want to be
Now, that's not the world. That's just America. I've never been overseas. They probably some Chinese guy a lot funnier than me. You know.
Did you ever think you'd want to be an actor?
Well, you know, that came up. I was doing a radio interview the morning after the Golden Globes Award, and the discussion was along that line. And they asked me that, and I think I'd be good at it. Not like in a sitcom. They're not funny anymore. Good movie. And it had to do, I got offered a small part of the movie, but it was like X-rated. Like there's some nudity in it. I wouldn't do that, you know, not as long as my folks are alive. You know, they wouldn't put up with that. And they asked me, they said, would you ever appear nude in a movie? And I said, no. If somebody asked you, they said, Ralph, would you appear nude in the movie? What would your answer be?
Probably the same thing.
Well, they said, okay, we'll give you $1 million. Then what would you say?
Well, let's talk.
I'd do it. Buckwheat here would do it for $1 million. There's not much I wouldn't do for $1 million. I'd sleep with the Hager twins for $1 million. I mean, you know. That's a lot of money, you know.
Oh, let me ask you. I understand you're an Elvis fan. Is that true?
Oh, I'm a big Elvis fan. I think the whole world is a big Elvis fan. Matter of fact, I was doing some shows in Memphis. I've been going to Memphis twice a year for many years. And they said, have you been to Graceland yet? I'd say, no, I don't want to go. I didn't see no point in walking through this dead man's house. But anyway, they gave me some passes, and I didn't know this until that day. I took a tour of Graceland, and Elvis is buried in the backyard. I didn't know that. Till I dropped tater chips on him. I said, oh, there's Elvis. Wait, let me tell you this, Ralph. The whole family is buried out back. 5 of them. I mean, this was the king of rock and roll, not a hamster. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen. Now, listen, you know they could not have been Baptists. You know, we wouldn't do that. You know, when Ken Peoples talking on the phone, they say, y'all coming over Sunday? Yeah, we're still coming over. Anything he wants to bring? We wouldn't say, yeah, a shovel. Sarah died. You know. So, but
In other words, you don't think that's appropriate.
it just don't seem right to me, you know. But maybe I'm wrong.
But he can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, James Gregory.
Thank you. Good to see you all again. I like coming here to Nashville. Nashville is where my favorite sign in the whole world is. There's a sign here in the storefront, and the sign says lawnmower repair and income tax service. Lord knows we've been needing something like that. You have to wonder where the guy got the idea for a business like that. Did somebody go in there one day to pick up their mower, and they said to this man, you know, you did a heck of a job on that lawnmower. I think I'll let you do my taxes. You know, you often hear people say these days that Americans aren't as civilized as they used to be, not as humane as we once were. Some people blame Vietnam, others Watergate. I blame the whole situation on Colonel Sanders. And I know you're sitting there, you're saying, I hope he explains that. You realize before Colonel Sanders came along, the only thing that ate dinner out of a bucket was a hog? Now he's got everybody doing it. And I know being average Americans, every morning you wake up with this thought on your mind. Wonder why anybody ever wanted to be on Family Feud. I keep visualizing some family out in the Midwest somewhere, sitting around the dinner table one evening, and the husband says, honey, you know what? They ought to be a way that we let this whole country know our family's illiterate. I always got some brilliant guy on there. The tough questions like, name one of the states that begins with the letter K. The guy stumped just before the buzzer. He says Connecticut. His whole family jumps up and down. Good answer, good answer. I been traveling a lot. I hope you notice I've lost weight. I tried the old Dr. Stillman's water diet. You had to drink 14 glasses of water every 24 hours. I lost 2 pounds the first day. My bladder fell out. See, when it comes to being overweight, we all become hypocrites. In other words, it's all right to be fat, but it's not all right to date a fat person. And I know I used to date a fat woman. Oh, my. Just so you'll know what I'm talking about, the moment you saw this woman, you just assumed that somebody in her family owned a flatbed truck. Anytime we got ready to go somewhere early in the morning, I'd tell her, I said, hon, don't wear nothing yellow. School children might jump on. Everybody's got one person in their family or one close relative that is so stupid. I got an uncle that way. He's the kind of guy that brags on his dog all the time. You ever heard somebody say this when they're bragging on their dog? They'll say, he don't know he's a dog. He thinks he's one of us. I tell him, I said, you paid $100 for that puppy, get your money back. He's stupid. If he don't know he's a dog, he's going to spend his whole life running around, wondering to himself, why am I barking? I was at my uncle's house one night watching TV. They had a commercial come on to promote a movie. They said, coming soon to a theater near you. And my uncle said, now how in the heck do they know where I live? You got to learn to entertain yourself, though. If you ever get unemployed and you have to fill out a job application, after a while it gets frustrating. Have some fun with it. Where it says nearest relative, put 12 miles. What I do at every show now, I give the audience a fact. It's not necessarily a funny fact, it's legitimate. Every American that's ever swore he saw a UFO lives in a mobile home. Could be a law, I don't know, but they do. I noticed that, this for you guys out there, any of you fellows that use any kind of shave cream. You know shave cream now has a warning on the label. It says, keep away from open flame. You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, honey, I think I'll sit in the fireplace to shave. Good night, thank you very much.
And I've read that you are not really into political humor as such, but in this time,
It's hard to resist.
It's hard to resist.
Well, I don't do political or sexual humor because I keep getting the two confused. Matter of fact, I was on a TV show once in New York years ago, and they asked me, they said, what do you think about the Middle East position? But anyway.
You want somebody to show you that?
No, but it's hard not to do, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I try to avoid it. But, you know, Governor Clinton and I, we have something in common.
Do you?
Yeah, I had a beer one time and I didn't swallow.
So you can relate. You can relate to his path. Is the humor you do, it seems to me, would have to be based to a certain extent on the events taking place. If there are debates going on, or there's some big convention or something, somewhere in your act, you got to pick up a few lines.
Well, you do pick up a few lines. The reason I don't do too much of that is because you find that you change your act daily or nightly depending on what the headlines are. You know, now there are some subjects that stay in the news all our lives, but at different times. Like I stick with things like, I think it's hilarious when CNN, for example, interviews people who saw the UFOs, for example. You know, UFO humor just kills me.
UFO, you know, it's funny you mention UFOs because on this show, that's one of our staple questions. We ask people if they believe in UFOs. So I'm glad you're getting into this.
Well, you know, I noticed this. I see, do you believe there's life on other planets?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do you? Well, I don't. I believe if there was life on other planets, we would have sent them some foreign aid by now.
Probably.
And think about this. It's assumed that if they exist, they are much more intelligent than us.
Let's assume that, yeah.
Now, you think about this as a fact. That in all the years we've been tracking these things, it's been 47 years. 1945, they started tracking them. And not once have these super intelligent aliens ever landed their spaceship in Chicago, Boston, Los Angeles, or New York. They always land next to a hog pen in Arkansas. So we're in there with Ted Koppel interviewing a pig farmer. The man's got the IQ of a sweet potato. And we wonder why nobody's going to believe him, you know.
It really is strange.
He's like, oh yeah, I believe there's after my chickens. You know? But these are the same people. Have you ever noticed that anytime you see like an eyewitness to anything, you think you've seen this eyewitness before?
Yeah.
Well, see, it's the
looks familiar to you.
Same people. Yeah. This nation, the United States, and you may not know this, Dan, only has one official eyewitness.
Is that right?
They use the same guy for everything. UFOs, tornadoes, and Elvis. Like, yeah, I saw
the
Elvis.
Spottings.
Yeah, Elvis. Yeah.